greet you again on the other side of the screen. You have done well by clicking this link, and I encourage you to really subscribe to this channel. Right. So today I just brought up, a topic. Let me start with a story. I was still young, very young, and I needed some shoes. I needed some shoes. My mother decided to buy me shoes. And when she bought these shoes and she brought it, and when I tried to put on these shoes, they were too big. I think maybe you went through this situation as well. These shoes were too big, but she didn't change them. And I was like, Mom, these shoes are not fitting me. And she said, You're going to grow into them. And I know that many of us went through this situation as we were growing up. Receiving shoes that are not of my size, and my mother told me, Don't worry, you're going to grow into them. And this how we sometimes facing situations in life where you find yourself in challenges that you can't actually overcome at that moment. The fact that you can't overcome this situation at this moment doesn't mean that you will never overcome it. Because when I see the size of my feet today, with the shoe that could not fit me at that moment, if I take again that shoe, it will never fit me because it's too small. So, it's not just because the shoe was not fitting me that it was impossible for me to wander to the point of not fitting it. Of fitting it. And I took this shoe and I was going to the school. The children, the friends were laughing at me and all, feel like, yeah, there's something wrong here. You want things to just be as perfect as it is for other people, but there are things that you need to understand. Everybody has a personal time. We were born at a different moment, born in different places, different locations, at different moments. Even twins are not born at the same time. And that's why the moment for my shoes to fit me was not yet arrived. I still had to bear with these shoes and grow into them. And you know what? As you take this shoe and start running, you will surely fall down. As you take this shoe, wear them, and start running when it's sports time, you finally fall down. But you have to at that moment, what you need to do is that you need to stand up, remove the dust on you, and continue the race. And sometimes you may not be able to follow the race at the same rhythm of other people. They have good shoes, fitting them, and they can run faster. But you with these big shoes, you can only run slower or walk. Let me tell you one thing. If you're facing a situation of your life at this moment where you're not really fitting in the thing in which you are now, you are building yourself in a certain area of your life, and you feel like, I'm not really fitting in it. You feel like dropping, you feel like dropping and stopping this thing. I want to tell you that you don't need to stop, you don't need to throw it away. I want you to keep wearing them. But what you need to do is maybe you need to go slower. Create your own rhythm. You are not obliged to go with the rhythm and the speed of other people. Get your own speed that will be suitable for you so that you can easily grow into the shoes. You're training yourself as a public speaker, as a businessman, as a teacher, as a counselor, and maybe you're trying this first thing, second thing, and it's really failing, it's not working, you're losing, you have no benefit, and you feel like, no, let me leave it. No, you are still in these shoes that are big, and you can still grow into them. What you need to do is to go slower. If other people started and while earning $100 a month, and if it is not working for you, maybe you can put your target a bit down. As you are growing into the shoes, you will be working And as you walk, you reach to a point that you start running slowly. And as you run slowly, you'll be able, and progressively as you run, your feet are growing. As you run, your feet are growing. Then you reach to a point that your feet are now fitting in the shoes. No, that's the best moment. When you now feel it, you already have an experience. When it was bigger, you fell down, you stood up, removed the dust, continued, and you were able to continue to walk. As you started walking, now you start running slowly, and you have all this experience. You are now well experienced enough, and by the moment the shoes are fitting you, you have more experience than anybody else who will start the race with the shoes fitting them. And as you run now, you have more experience that is going to help you reach the end line. And let me tell you one thing. But before I tell you this, I want you to make sure that you subscribe, You can like the video, in fact, if you like it. And I want you to subscribe to this channel so that you won't forget it. So to finish, I want to tell you this. The race of life cannot be compared of the race of the sport that we always see. In the race of sports, as we run, we're going to mark who is going to reach first. But in the race of life, we're going to mark who is going to reach at the right time. And everybody has his right time. Some will reach first, some will reach before, some will reach after, but everyone will reach at the moment that was set for him to reach. Just make sure that you run properly in the process, grow into the shoes, and make sure that you reach at the right time, and you're going to produce better results than you could ever imagine. So I'm really happy to know that you've watched this video, and I hope you've got encouraged, and I wish you a very great week wherever you are, and see you next Thursday. Peace.
Hello guys, I hope you have been motivated, and if you want more, please subscribe.